Josh, have you laid on this yet?
No. Oh. I felt it when we bought it at the freaking... at the, what's it called?
Special.
Yard sale. Okay, so... Hey, welcome to The Family. Is that? Do you guys like that name for the podcast, The Family?
We'll figure it
out. Okay. He's such
Why
a bum.
Call it La Familia then.
La Familia. We'll call it La Familia then. Okay. I'm Josh.
Jesus.
And I'm Chris.
Chris is my brother. Jesus is my cousin.
Jesus is in the house. Praise the Lord.
We're here. I've been doing videos for YouTube for a while, and I've wanted to do a podcast, but I never had a group of people that I would be willing to do it with, to have a fun conversation with.
I love this bed.
Stop talking about the bed.
The bed's amazing.
At least if you're going to talk about the bed, talk towards the mic.
It's a $20 bed. It's amazing.
It's a $20 bed. It's amazing.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, you do, fatty.
So, tell them a little bit about yourself, Jesus.
Well, I'm 36 years old. And,
damn, old as fuck.
Yeah, old as fuck. I used to wipe these two's asses. And came to Missouri and I like it. Thank you, Chris. And
no problem.
That's it. Play video games.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm Chris. I am 25 this year.
I turned 26. That means you're gonna be 25 this year.
Oh, I'm halfway.
You're
50.
old.
I'm halfway to 50. I run a restaurant for a living, 50 hours a week, busting my butt.
He's bald too.
But like football, play some video games every once in a while. So not too bad.
He has to compensate with his work and his football because he has no hair.
I am bald, but that's alright. People are like, why don't you use Rogaine? I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it, dear. I don't need it, dear.
Okay, most of you guys will know.
Thea is our little rat terrier that we have.
She's
sitting in with us.
Jelly dog. She's a jelly dog.
Jelly fat dog.
She's so fat. She's 17 pounds.
Wow, and that's your fault.
17 pounds.
That's your fault.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, Scott knows it's your fault.
I'm going to give her butter, and I'm going to give her spaghetti, and I'm going to give her everything I want. Anything I eat, you eat.
And then Scott rats you out like a $2 hooker.
Oh my god.
The ratatouille he is.
Wendy! Jesus is feeding the dog again! But anyways, most of you guys know me, Josh, but you guys probably know me as zannderx, because I'll be linking you guys on my channel through the Freedom Network. And we're here, and I was in the Marine Corps. I lived in California, finished my schooling, as most of you guys will know, except for those 3.5 years of computer programming. And now I'm here in Missouri. Got a job at Walmart, working hard, trying to get 2 more. See, that's good. So, let's see. What are we gonna talk about?
Talk about USA second balls.
Lose soccer game today.
Seriously.
Hey,
Dream Crushers. I told you.
They outran everyone on the field. They outran the people on the bench.
For the first time in the whole tournament.
Oh my! No, Belgium did. They were so fast,
dude.
You watching the game?
Every country's fast.
They were so fast.
Yeah, but we're like retards kicking a football. Like, come on.
It's like, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but fuck, they let us down. You're not the U.S. women's soccer. You are guaranteed us that.
Well, you can't do anything if you have Altador out and you've got Donovan in the United States.
But you're playing against teams that have been playing this for centuries.
I understand that.
Like, we started this just recently.
We're playing it for like 1 century. I think we've been playing soccer for 100 years.
Not even.
Agreed that them making it 2 straight is a big deal.
That's awesome. They made it to the elimination.
Okay, that's great. But you know what? If you're trying to get me to get on your bandwagon, USA, please, for the love of God, do something. Y'all froze up again. Like, everybody freezes up.
But they have a new coach. That's not bad for the... Listen,
True.
Think about it. That's not bad for his first year. I mean, if Altador doesn't get hurt in the first game, do they make it past Belgium?
Teams were telling us what they were doing from the beginning of go. Even
but
teams that were down, man.
But think about this. If Altador was healthy, do you think they beat? Do you think they win the group the way it ended up?
I think we would have tied Germany. I don't think we would have won Germany. But at the same time, I don't think...
they would have won on goal difference.
One of our players, they have 3 or 4 players.
Oh, yeah.
And which is sick, I'm not saying Dempsey's not good. I'm not saying the other ones... But Bradley didn't show up.
No, Bradley didn't show up the whole tournament.
The other
Zusi played well.
Yeah, Zusi played awesome.
Played well. His corner kicks were on point.
But it's like... Dempsey did good until he got hurt. This guy had a fucking broken nose. Casey,
2 of them. Him and Dempsey had a broken nose.
So they're like,
Dempsey got kicked in the face.
These guys were fucking breathing through their mouths.
Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't an easy tournament. Lots of injuries. I think if
get it, but we're not even seasoned for this. These guys have been training. Like, think about it, guys. This is for every 4 years.
But the thing is, they were saying that Klinsmann, Jurgen, was overtraining them. And they were still cramping up, Jesus.
Everybody was
They were still cramping up.
Bro,
Okay, as you were saying, that we were talking about, like, we looked at our group bracket. We were like, what, the group of death? We were facing Germany, Portugal, and Ghana. And
who's taking us out of the last 2 World Cups.
Ghana's been fucking us in the butt.
And then you call, would you call our bracket Suicide Road?
It was like, the
group of death, and then once you get the knockout, it's Suicide Road.
It's Suicide Road.
You got Belgium, you got to play Argentina. Beat Argentina, if you beat
South America,
Lionel Messi, not gonna happen.
It's like you
got to go against the Netherlands.
You're not facing Argentina, you're facing Lionel Messi.
Then you got to go against the Netherlands, and the Netherlands are just
they're stupid.
kicking ass right now.
Stupid.
They smash.
Who wins?
Who wins?
I think it's either Germany, the Netherlands, or Argentina.
I already said it. People want Brazil and Argentina.
I don't think
so. Brazil's not going to make it.
I think Brazil loses Germany.
They're going to lose, man.
I also think it's going to be Netherlands versus fucking Germans. I hate to say it.
Netherlands are playing
they're
absolutely
both
amazing
playing
this
sick.
shit.
You don't think it's Argentina versus Germany?
Bro, playing in your home country is so much pressure. And these guys are old. This is
match of the World Cup. Netherlands, Argentina, hands down.
Wow, that'll be good. But
because I think that if the Netherlands and Germany play, Germany hands down beats them.
Yeah, but I think
the way they played versus the United States, they're.
I still think
unbelievable.
I'm going with Netherlands, Germany. That's me. Because Netherlands have been showing up this year. Germany.
I don't think Brazil makes it. France is not good enough to take out Germany.
France is good. They just stopped scoring for some godforsaken reason. This is what you don't need.
Yep.
You need to score in these finals.
I mean, they scored late again, but you need to keep it.
That Nigerian goalkeeper was
the teams
retarded,
right now.
though.
Like I said, we are in the Elite 16, and I get that.
Elite 16.
That was going to Elite 8, which was Murder Row. That's like Suicide. That's like Suicide County 1. And if you get past that, you got Suicide. You're not even in the championship game. You still got one more game before the championship game, which the championship game is all known that you're gonna face someone so dirty and sick that want this. Like they have pride. They want this. Like you see some of these guys, like Mexico. I hate to say it, those guys fucking fell down. They thought they were gonna get executed.
Okay, let's talk about that goalie from the one team you're talking about. It was like doing Nigeria. Was it Nigeria? He was saving goals like a motherfucker.
Was ridiculous.
It was like the last 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. The guy was going bananas. Like he was blocking stuff, cartwheeling,
He looked like the American goalkeeper today. Tim Howard.
Howard did awesome and
He had 14 saves today. He looked like Tim Howard yesterday. He did. He had so many saves in the last 5 or 10 minutes against them. It was ridiculous. And I'm talking like. I'm going to do a backflip to the other side of the goal to make sure this motherfucker... I mean, it was there. He just saved it.
He was there.
I don't know.
And then, the game-winning goal for... Who was facing them? Germany?
Germany. They're just...
Yeah.
They're good rebounders. They're Germany.
No, they faced Germany because...
they're good rebounders. They're just technical. We're not.
They're a machine.
There are a lot of teams that are technical.
Well-oiled machines.
Anybody after Belgium. Let's give Belgium all the credit in the world.
They played well.
They played the way they played. They were playing their game.
Great game.
End of discussion. They were playing their game.
No one scored until after the 105th minute.
Howard held them off for a while.
No, I get that. But after a while, like Joe said, you could only stop so many.
Stop so many.
You're into the second last 15 minutes of regulation, even in extra time, and that's where all the goals were scored in that game today.
That's what
the
I'm
last
saying.
15 minutes of the
game. We're not.
Everyone's
as good
tired.
As them. We're not as good as them.
And the Americans went bananas in the last 10. They did not let Belgium get maybe 30 seconds of possession in the last 10 minutes. All
Belgium had to do was play keep away.
And they couldn't. They kept getting shot. They kept getting shots. They could have tied the game up. They just didn't put one in. Didn't put it in.
It's like I said, man. Everybody's playing to the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They're not wasting this running around bullshit. Because that's what Germany did to USA in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
We were dead running. They couldn't fucking keep up. At the end, when Germany was just stopping, and they're like, yeah, you're done. It's just like, come on.
It's all about
these
tactics.
teams are just more heritage-wise, and they know how this tournament is. It's every 4 years. They know how to keep their players from away from we had to really work to get in. Some of these teams don't. They win 3 or 4 games, they're in.
Yeah.
We lose one, we win one. We lose one, we're like, what the fuck? Like, these guys are just they go against top competition. Like, we don't.
We play the low end.
We play Mexico is our
hardest
greatest right. Yeah.
The hardest opponent.
Mm-hmm. They kill us.
No, we beat them. We beat them in Mexico City this year.
Yeah, but they just sometimes can murder us. Mexico ain't the same team like they used to be. Mexico was like what?
Did you hear Kansas City was bidding for the next World Cup? They lost out. Qatar got it.
Yeah,
Qatar really?
It'll be burning hot.
How does that work? They just bid. I want to spend $20 million or $300 billion.
20
I know, but is it like we want to spend this much, and they say we'll spend this much, and then we'll spend. That's how it is.
The greatest championship in the world.
I like World Cup more than Super Bowl.
They almost got it. Live Strong Sporting Park's brand new. You got Live Strong, you got Arrowhead, and then you can put another field at Kaufman. There's 2 stadiums.
We can't do what we did that. Well, you guys were telling me when we had the World Cup when we were young, and I fucked it up. Or Orlando. They had them flying like all over the United States, right?
Well, they had regions like the dude, but your group wasn't leaving that region. Only the top 2, and then after that, you guys went. It was like some stupid little bracket thing they had.
Yeah, use it. Well, that's how they do it.
No, in Brazil,
they make multiple tournaments. No, they make multiple stadiums, right?
Yeah. Brazil did this thing.
They're in different cities.
No, I know that, but they did this diamond effect. So when one's starting, the other one's whatever, because their time is different from ours. And I was reading it on the thing on ESPN. They said what we're watching is 1.5 minutes of delay. So everything we're watching is late. They're just a different time. I was like, wow. And they're right below us, but everything's different.
Well, that's just technology getting it to us and getting it spread out.
But you can't play it in the same state. It's not like the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? You can't have it in the same city.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying.
You have to have it spread out over.
I mean, they had it right next to Copacabana, bro.
I know.
Yeah, you're like, really? Go to the beach, the most famous beach in the world, or go to the World Cup.
Anyone play next to Copacabana? How many people showed up drunk to the game?
Can you imagine?
All of them.
Can you imagine the tailgating that day?
Every time for the Brazil game, you remember the Brazil game when they went to penalty kicks? They showed it. Oh my God, it was packed. There must have been 100,000 people on that beach.
What?
No, it was ridiculous.
Wow. I'm still gonna watch the World Cup. I even said
I won't watch it until the final. Now, there's no point.
We don't have anyone to worry about.
You're right, but I want to see it.
I would watch the Netherlands.
Yes,
the Netherlands.
And they're wearing the orange.
Netherlands and Germany, I'd watch.
And they're wearing the orange. I love it. I love it. These guys are ready to play. These guys lost the last.
Yeah,
and they got murked.
So
payback's a bitch.
So how far out do you think America is to the World Cup?
Oh, at least
25 years.
At least another 10 or 15 years.
There's no way. 25 years.
We just don't have enough people playing, or just not enough talent in America.
I think with Tim Howard between the goals, I think they got it within the next 15 years.
Yes, MLS is blowing up. I give it. It is, but it's not like fucking European.
Yeah, it's not like the European leagues.
Yeah,
I think I give them 15 years.
Some of those guys are coming over here because we're so laid.
I'm thinking like 2 more World Cups because we did okay.
No,
I know. Wait, hold on.
More than that. I give it 15 years at least.
15 years. Okay.
That's 3 World Cups.
I know that's 3 World Cups and a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like you're saying, no one wants to play here. Like I'm bringing this back because I'm history. I love history, and we kicked their fucking Germans' asses in America. Okay. No one thought we even had that's what I say all the time. No one ever thought that the American hockey team had slim to none chance to beat Germany.
It's will,
and it is will. And I could say that maybe they could have tried harder and played better. But I think what I've been watching for America play this year in the World Cup, they had it. They didn't stop.
Some of the
they're more technically sound than they were in the last.
I'd say some of the people that showed up for you guys. I think some of the people that showed up for you guys were some unnamed players, but at the same time, the ones that didn't show up.
Bradley
did. Bradley turned the ball over more times.
Howard, like I said, Howard can only do so much.
That's the thing. How long is he going to be able to play? 2 more World Cups?
Not even, maybe 1.
2 more World Cups, maybe?
He plays in the European League.
That's 8 years.
Yeah. He don't even play in LMS. He plays in the European League.
Yeah. He plays for like Everton, something like that. Yeah. He doesn't play in the United States.
Wow. You know how much bank he's probably
He's one
making?
of the best goalkeepers in the world.
That Nigerian guy's gotta be one of the top ones too. Saying, cartwheeling and shit.
Yeah, I get that. These look at like Spain. The last fucking 3 years they've been dominating, killing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what happened. They just thought there was going to be a little walkthrough. Now these teams are going to play. You're the fucking defending champ.
They're here to play.
We're here to see if you're ready to play.
These 36 teams are not here.
First game was stupid. Like, I couldn't believe the Netherlands were doing that to them. I think the world couldn't believe they were doing that to them.
There's more than 36 teams, Josh.
No, there's 36 in the tournament.
Yeah.
No, there's more than 36 because you go down to 16, but there's 4 in each group.
But there's only...
So if there's 8 groups, right? If you get 2 from each group, there's 8 groups. Yeah. 8 times 4 is what?
8 times 4. 8 times 4 is, let's see, 8 times 2 is 16, 32, yeah.
Okay, so 32 teams.
32 teams.
More than that
okay, so with 32, okay, I know that you guys were telling me earlier.
But to even be in the World Cup, top 32 teams in the world.
That's the top 32 teams in the world.
You made it to the top 16. I'll take 16.
Is there a loser bracket?
Not at 16, like first, second, and third place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, I was like, because I thought they would do a loser bracket to the teams who lost today, or lost in the next week, play each other to see where they're actually ranked in the world for top 16.
I'm leaving Brazil tonight.
Yep. No, I'll go to the beach and party for the next 2 days. Then I'll go. Even if I did lose,
kicking a Brazilian in the teeth.
So, die! So you guys believe...
Be like Hope Solo. She got arrested for domestic violence in Brazil. Hope Solo, the women's goalkeeper. Got arrested in Brazil for domestic violence last week. Did you hear that?
Well, she beat up her husband?
Yep. Well, in Brazil. Don't take that shit lightly. You're a woman. You're not your husband. Wow.
Yeah, that's a totally wow.
Game over.
She's not a woman though.
I can just see it now. People are like, oh, you don't think women can beat their men up? It's like, no, but I bet you if her husband beat her up, he'd go to jail too.
She's a woman.
She was in jail.
No, if he would have beat her up, he would be in jail.
Yeah.
I think, he definitely would, because this is Brazil. This isn't America.
She still went to jail?
Yeah, she's a he-woman. As Jesus said, a he-woman. She's big.
Man, woman.
Well, World Cup's over for us at least.
World Cup's over.
I'm still gonna pay attention.
Oh, it's soccer. It's soccer.
I want to see who's the winner. I want to see the teams go at it.
Some of the games are going to be really,
some of the
really
games
good.
that I saw.
Argentina, Belgium, not going to be worth watching.
There was some I was like, wow,
Belgium.
Bravo.
Yeah. Do you guys think that this
the Iranian team's better than us?
We're top 16. Is that to say something for us, Americans? It's only been playing. You say less than a century.
The last time we went, we were top 16 too, so it doesn't matter, man. We've been through this before.
Yeah,
but it's consistency.
We need to keep going. That ain't
consistency. That is consistency. 16, top 16, top 16.
Show me an extra. Show me the will that you want to bring. If you, like I said, I told you guys.
Yeah, but it takes consistency.
If they were fucking,
to get people to want to
I
play.
am not into this team like everybody is because I can't. There's no one on.
Because you're un-American, man.
No, it's not that. It's just like it's just freaking.
The last person that's on the team that I can even relate with growing up is Dempsey. Donovan's gone.
About,
Dempsey's the only one
if you're
left.
going to change it for us, if you want to play as hard as you want to say, like you keep saying you do, bro, you got to. This is the stage. This is the stage for upsets. This is the stage for showing that you're here to play. Some of these teams, like for real, some of these games have been stupid at the end.
Yeah,
like these games change in a matter of minutes, seconds, and it's like, and these teams are like really playing. They're not like. You can't substitute as much.
Yeah.
You can't do. You get an injury. You get an injury timeout, and that's not really good.
No.
And you have to substitute.
Yeah, so that's taking a substitute. And if you get a red card, you're down a man.
Yeah, that's baby powder.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know
you're randomly talking about baby powder. World Cup and baby powder. Yeah. The competition begins.
We had the group of death. I'm surprised we got.
They're chafing.
I'm surprised we made it, and I give my team really good props. But
I believe with the set we had,
they got their asses handed to them by Belgium today.
Yeah. But Belgium,
they got their asses
dirty.
They played a more sound game, and they were just faster.
GG, whatever.
They were just faster. Tim Howard, that game could have been 9-1.
It could have.
That game could have been 9-1, and the fact that the final was 2-1 was all the more recognition goes to Tim Howard. He had 14 saves.
As an American,
14 saves.
They shot 17 on him, right?
Well, they had 11 in the first half.
Yeah.
I know.
They had 17 before the 45-minute mark.
I get their America's team, but you're right. Hockey team they wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, they wanted it. Like our fucking weightlifting team that beat the fucking other team, they wanted it.
Yep.
Like fucking the Phelps swimming for the record, they wanted it, bro. These guys don't want it. Like I'm sorry, Bradley, where were you? You're our number one fucking scorer, and what happened to you? you just disappeared. You had one fucking belly hit, and that's it.
That was Dempsey.
Oh, was
Dempsey's the belly hit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bradley did nothing but turn the ball over.
Yeah, he turned the ball over.
Bradley did nothing but turn the ball over in this entire tournament.
Every time the ball went to the center and it was on the other team, we knew Bradley did it. Well, he plays center.
Great players like Messi's just blowing up this World Cup. The first two, he didn't do really much. Now he starts like, this is it. I got to win it or fucking. This is my last. I can't run like this no more. These motherfuckers are killing me. You know, I mean, think about it. You're running for 90 motherfucking minutes plus.
Two 90 minutes. 2 90-minute rounds.
No.
Oh, is it 90 minutes total?
Yeah, total.
Shit.
90 minutes plus.
It's split at 45-45?
And then if you go to overtime in the knockout stage, it's 120, and then after that, it's penalties. And then it's sudden death penalties.
Dude, you're dying.
No, goalie then.
If I had to run 120 plus.
The goal. Well, it's everyone kicks. Everyone kicks, and then if it's still not, if it's still tied, then the goalies kick.
Yeah. Everybody goes down the line,
and then everyone, even the guys in the bench.
You get the first pick. Like the first 5 pick is the first whatever you fucking decide.
And then after that, it's whoever's left, and then the very last person to kick is the goal.
This World Cup is everybody kicks.
Everybody.
I was like this. Can you imagine?
That's 15 shots, right? Roughly, because there's 11 on the field.
I would say
that's probably closer to 20.
Yeah.
20? Really? We have that many people on the bench?
No, active players probably have like 15, 16.
Wow. But you have people that you bring on the team that aren't active for that day's game.
Oh, okay.
You can have probably up to 20.
So that's why it's like, this is it. You know, this is what you have to do. This is what you have to fucking show me. If you want to be my fucking America's team, yeah, I'll be behind you 110%. But damn. You know, come on, man. Score. Do something. Do what got you here. Scoring. Because you weren't fucking doing it.
Yeah.
How many goals did they have this World Cup?
I don't think they had
5.
They had 2 versus Ghana.
2 against Ghana.
2 versus Portugal.
2 versus...
None versus Germany and 1 versus...
So 6.
So
6 goals.
5.
Oh, none against Germany? We didn't score?
No, it was 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
We had 2 versus Portugal, 2 versus Ghana, and 1 versus Belgium. We had 5 goals.
That's not bad. That is good.
Bad.
Well, that's bad. Netherlands scored 5 in the first game.
In 4 games, that's not
awesome. That's
one a game. You're not going to win. You're not going to win the World Cup.
A little over 1.
The teams are playing from the.
Yeah, you're not. No, it's 1.25.
The teams are playing from. You're
not going to win the World Cup scoring 1.25 goals a game.
You're not. You got to be like Netherlands scoring 5 a game.
The team you're playing after you go to this little round robin bullshit. You're really against elites. That's it. End of discussion. It might be a squad of them. Might be fucking 2 or 3 of them.
You're pretty much playing championship teams.
Yeah. You ain't playing no fucking Argentina, Brazil, please. Combined, they probably have the fucking most any South American teams together. Because shit, Brazil won what, 4 or 5? Mm-hmm. They won 3. Come on. Mm-hmm. That's 8 fucking World Cups in that fucking Southern Hemisphere. They're kicking ass.
Okay, just to move it on a little bit because it seems like we're stretching a little in the conversation. Before when I'm about to go get you another beer, what do you guys think is going on with with the NBA? Like, let's start.
Oh my God! I don't want to talk about Bron. This is fucking stupid.
So
done with it.
What Bron? What are you talking about?
I hate LeBron James.
Oh, I didn't was going to ask about LeBron. I hate LeBron.
They're the only 2 that opted out of their freaking contracts that are looking to sign with other teams. Of course, you're talking about LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, Anthony? Why? I hate LeBron. I've always hated him. I don't think he's anything close to Jordan or any hot, like not even Larry Bird. I wouldn't even put him up to close with Larry Bird. But
I wouldn't put him. I wouldn't even put him in the Hall of Fame right now.
He wouldn't be in my top 5.
He had to go to 2 different teams to get 3 championships.
LeBron would have been in my top 5.
How many championships? He's got 2. He got 2?
Yeah, he's got 2 rings.
2.
Wade's got 3.
3, yeah.
Wade's got 3. See, the thing is, what you guys have to understand is, we were born and raised. I was born and raised in Orlando. Jesus lives 90% of the time in Orlando.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Were you born in Orlando or were you born somewhere else?
Puerto Rico, but
okay.
Floridian, 33 years.
But I was born and raised in Orlando, so I mean, the only real sports team I can claim is the Orlando Magic. So anything that has to do with the Miami Heat, I can just shoot you in the face with a shotgun because I despise the Miami Heat at any level of anything. Dwayne Wade, love him. Amazing player. Going past his prime, I think he may have 1 or 2 more years. So unfortunately, he's coming down. But Dude still has 3 championships.
Something wrong with his knee.
He still has 3 championships.
There's something wrong with his knee.
He has more championships than LeBron James does.
Okay, but still, he lost is because of LeBron.
No, I understand. I'm just saying I respect Dwayne Wade more than I do LeBron James. LeBron James himself is not and will not ever be on the level of Michael Jackson in my book. Or Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Michael Jordan. Wow. Michael Jordan in my book.
I think Michael Jackson can play better basketball. No.
I was looking at something on Facebook the other day where Tim Duncan they did Tim Duncan, Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant. And Tim Duncan has more championships and has the same amount of championships, but more MVPs than Kobe. Tim Duncan's better than Kobe Bryant. Tim Duncan is closer to Michael Jordan than LeBron James.
Like I said, LeBron wouldn't be in my top 5. Wade,
yeah. Wade might be number 5 for me.
Wade might be number 5.
He's good.
When he was playing before he got his knee injury.
When Dwayne Wade played like Dwayne Wade, he was
something's wrong with his knee.
He was Michael Jordan-esque. The way he played was really, really good.
He can't do the same thing he used to do.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. There's something even Pat Riley knows. Like there's something wrong. No one's gonna pay top dollar.
No, I love the fact that I told you this. I told you Duncan's got 1 left in him. They make it to the finals next year. I think they make it interesting. I don't think they win it.
Boris Diaw's been
I don't know if they win it. But Pop, come on, Pop. They've kept that team together for 15 years.
Is Popovich staying?
He's staying. He's the GM and the coach.
He
makes all the decisions in that fucking team.
His dilemmas are really hard.
I think they got 1 more year left in him, and 4 of them retire. Parker, Ginobili, Duncan, Pop all retire at the same time. That might kill the team, but Kawhi Leonard, you got Boris Diaw. That's a good
if Kawhi
core
Leonard
to start with.
Listens,
right
if he listens to Pop next year,
he already won an MVP.
No, I'm talking about. I'm saying he already won an MVP. That's ridiculous. No, but if he win it next year and they play next year together, his role is going to be bigger.
Oh yeah,
has to be. Because
Duncan's not going to be able to play as many.
I give Ginobili all the props in the world, but
he's old.
After next year, there's the Olympics. So
a lot of people aren't going to be playing that hard.
After this, I think Ginobili, Duncan, and Tony Parker are going to say we're done. Because
who do you think should make up our dream team?
Like all time or current?
Like the current, like right now, current dream team. Who do you think it should be? Obviously, a bunch of people, if we put this on Twitter, would probably say LeBron James should be there. He's a scorer, though. He can score.
Are you talking starting 5 or the whole team?
Starting 5. We'll go starting 5.
I don't have Melo there. I don't. Start off. I just don't. He's not a team player. He's not a team player.
I have Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
I had Kevin Love, Blake Griffin, sorry.
See, I'm not the only one.
Kevin Love,
he's thinking Family Guy over here.
I have him. I got Love, Blake. I have the guy from fucking Portland, Aldridge. He's sick.
Aldridge, yeah. He's KU.
And I also got Hilliard from Portland. He's sick.
Hilliard. Dude, you're reaching right now.
He's sick.
I'm just saying.
And then I would have I pick him over Kawhi just because he's just been dominating the last few years.
I don't know. I would probably go with.
Yeah, but okay.
I know. I'm trying to get off my face. You ever see me over here 5 minutes?
I was like,
I would have to say, you gotta have Durant there. You can't have Durantula not on that team, man.
And I never have Aldridge.
I would
He's
go
my big guy.
I would go Durant.
I like Durant though.
I would go Durant, Harden. Harden was good in Oklahoma City. He just didn't want to stay. That's fine. Harden, Durant. I don't want to say Howard because I hate Dwight Howard, but I mean, is there really another big man? I mean, Cole Aldridge is pretty good.
I love Cole Aldridge. He's good.
Maybe Gasol, but no, he's not. He's not American. He's not American. Got to be American.
Well, it's not as strict as the World Cup.
No, it is. You have to play for the same country that you're born in.
Okay.
It is. I guess I would have to go with. You know who I would go with if he was playing to his previous potential, Roy Hibbert. If he was playing to his previous potential, the problem is his playoffs were terrible.
Nigga, what is wrong with you?
His playoffs were horrible. They were the only team that could even compete with Miami.
Wow.
And he fucking blew chunks, dude. It was terrible. He had the worst playoffs I've ever seen in my life.
We should be talking about college football.
Well, no,
we'll do that next. We'll make it to that.
I'm done with the NBA because right now NBA's not interesting.
No. Okay, one question.
Why don't we go to football then?
No, wait, hold on, wait.
Coming up.
NFL and
it's
college.
coming up. One more question. Who do you believe in the NBA? I'm asking you guys, these guys, because you guys are more into sports than I am. Yeah. The NBA, who's untapped talent?
Untapped
like
talent.
Someone who they underestimate. Like, they play enough, but no one's, like, focusing
there's a lot
on
of them, but at the same time, it's a team. It's not one player.
I mean, I don't think anyone looking into this season and the finals would have looked at Kawhi Leonard and say, "You're going to drop 30."
What about Boris Diaw?
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna.
What about?
They're not gonna walk up to him and say, "You're going to drop 30 on LeBron James in Game 4 in the finals." He probably would have laughed at you in your face. He would have laughed at you in your face.
Boris Diaw was playing like fucking Magic.
Boris
Johnson.
Diaw had 10 assists. He's been from team to team to team. Man got a championship. I think your most underrated, I guess you could call it, would be Kawhi Leonard, just because I didn't think he was going to blow up that big in the finals against LeBron James.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Well, you can't tell the future, Jesus.
I wanted this.
You did, but I think more surprising to you was definitely Boris Diaw.
Pop yelled the shit out of Leonard. He said,
he had 9 points, 9 points.
He threatened him, dude.
He had 9 points, 9 points, 23, and 32.
Leonard played like he had his family on hostage.
Yeah.
Like, he played the finals MVP like he had... Great Popovich had his family in hostage situations and shit.
Alright. Okay, so, what first? NFL or college?
College comes first, so we gotta start with college.
Okay, college first. The U. Okay, so...
No Gator talk here.
Fuck you, Gator talk.
This is a hurricane house. Y'all are scared to play us.
We ain't scared, we played you.
Y'all are scared to play us.
Nah, but what do you guys think what we'll achieve and what will go good with the new bracket tournament? Or what will go bad with the new bracket?
There's still going to be controversy.
Oh, there's always controversy.
The last two teams who get in are going to be, they had played this team and that team.
But see, that's the thing. When it comes down to it, tournament play is so much better than the BCS.
The top 10 is going to be...
Top 10's top 10. You still
got to
play...
You want to play in the top 10, you got to play top 10 football.
If you make it, say you're Boise. Yeah. Okay.
They can make
it.
I'm not gonna
That's fine. Guess what?
Guess what? The schedule's big time.
Guess what? You have to play Alabama. You're gonna get waxed. No, it doesn't matter.
No, strength of schedule now. When you pick the school to come to your house or you go to them, it matters when you pick fucking Idaho, Michigan State.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you play sorry teams, you're not going to get
exactly.
The
what I'm saying is those last two teams,
it's a committee of people.
It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter in the end because the best team in the nation is going to win, and it's not going to be a Boise State.
FSU,
it's not going to be a Hawaii. I'm sorry. It's just not.
They're good teams. They're just not.
They're not going to win the national championship.
They're not top ranked team material.
Not when you got to play those type of teams
FSU and Florida
every week.
Needs to stop playing these little pansies in the first game. Like we played fucking top notch competition, top 25.
I wouldn't call
ACC's top.
I wouldn't call FIU a top. I'm just saying.
That was before the.
They still play them.
I know, but outgrowing, we've been killing them.
I understand. I'm just saying I wouldn't. I mean, that's not a. Now, given the fact that's the only real soft game that they ever have on their schedule is an FIU or an FAU, FMAU. You know, one of those schools in Miami.
It's like a perp game.
It's a prep game.
You have to put UCF and USF on
because
now
they're
both playing.
They're good enough to wax us. We only beat USF by 3 points last year.
Yeah, and
3 points. 3 points.
Wow.
They didn't have a head coach going into last year.
So no more fucking bullshit teams. That's what it is.
It's not going to be
Michigan,
Appalachian State,
and your conference, not just one or two teams like Alabama.
You have to play the shit out of your conference.
And the difference is, I heard about this. I don't know if you read this. The ACC is extending their conference because they're adding more games
Notre Dame
to do it, but they're extending their conference to where you are playing 2 or 3 more conference teams a year, where your out of conference schedule is very small. Like it would, like if we wanted to play out of conference, we had like 2 games. It would be in Florida and somebody else. Everybody else is in your conference, and you have to win your conference to make it to the championship.
Yeah,
you got 8 games against your conference, 2 against other people. One of which is going to have to be your prep game. The other is going to have to be a national championship contender if you want to get there.
Yeah. Okay, so now breaking it down
Duke's
to
killing us, by the way. Duke's been murking us for the last couple of years.
Breaking it down to
Duke is good.
It's gonna
in football. They're not supposed to be.
working our way into the bracket, who do you think? Which what is it? Conference or it's like SEC. The SEC is a conference, and the Big 12 and the stuff like that. Pac-10 and stuff like that. Who do you think? I personally think the SEC would run the bracket pretty much through and through.
Number one, but because
it's not, it's real. There's a lot of strong teams.
Are you asking how many teams?
I'm not saying there isn't.
Are you asking how many teams in a conference are going to get into it, or are you asking which conference is going to win it consistently?
Let's go with the first part. Which one is going to have more teams in the bracket?
The way the SEC beats up on each other, I wouldn't say that they would have the most of all the conferences.
Big Ten.
I mean, Big 10, Big 12. I mean, this is KU, Missouri. Well, Missouri's in the SEC now, but this is KU, K-State country. I mean, they're hardcore out here. They'll put 2 or 3 in it as well. I mean, I think there's going to be multiple with no more than 3. If you get 4 teams from one conference, it's going to be an all-conference championship game because you're going to have to put them on separate sides of the bracket, and it's just going to be.
But the point is now teams are going to have to play each other.
Yep.
Earlier and better.
Yep.
Okay, so just out of history, I'm still sticking with the SEC mostly probably because my team's on there, but they're really, it's a really good conference. It really
Who
is.
won last year?
No,
the Crimson?
FSU.
Oh, so it was ACC championship.
Okay, so who do you think, which conference do you think is going to win the most of it? For at least a stable future, not forever.
I think it will be a more level playing field. I mean, when you think about it, in the last 8 years, the SEC's won 6 or 7 out of the last 8 national championships. I think that's where you're going with it. I think it'll be more level. I don't think it's going to be the SEC
one-sided
2 years in a row or 3 years in a row. I don't think it's going to be the ACC.
There's not going to be undefeated.
It's going to be
there's not.
It's going to be. It's going to be.
If you're an undefeated team, you deserve to win the championship.
If you have 2 losses, you deserve to be in the bracket.
You have 2 losses and you're up there. There's teams that have 3 losses that are up there.
Yeah,
and they win. Can you imagine having to see the national title team that had to go through all this team to get there?
Oh,
that's the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's the playoffs.
That's why I've always been talking about this.
No more play us tomorrow. Play okay, we got you.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on, and it's going to happen, and it better
be.
I think there's going to be chances that teams do get in, like Boise and all them, but like I said,
they're going to get rolled.
Your team. You're going to start playing good teams.
You're going to have to play
from now on. No more.
They're in a different conference now, aren't they?
They're in 10,
they just moved to the MAC or something like that. The bigger one, Pac-10, something like that.
I think they're in Pac-10.
They just moved to a bigger championship. So
they got to go through every championship has every conference has a championship. So
yeah.
Did you ever know why their grass is blue?
That's what they did.
No. Do you know the reason behind it?
No, I don't know the reason.
They apparently have like an animal, like a goose or a geese or a bird or ostriches or something like that would crap on the field. And the one color that they wouldn't crap on the field or destroy the field was blue.
Yeah.
They changed it blue so that way they could
hide it.
They keep the birds off the field.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mom, what's up?
Not much. Can I cancel the game upstairs?
Yes.
Anyone?
Cancel my game.
Oh.
Where's my movie?
Fast 6. Okay.
But I mean, that's something I kind of found off on the side. I found that one day. Yeah, it's to keep some kind of animal up in Boise that it was destroying the field away, and they figured that it's blue, so they painted they did the whole turf of blue to keep the animal off the field so it wouldn't destroy it. That's weird, isn't it, that they would do something like that just to keep an animal off? But I mean, if you're spending money on keeping that up, I mean, you've got to keep it in the best shape possible. So,
the scary madre.
That's just kind of something that I figured would be a nice little tidbit. That's kind of funny. I thought when I heard it, I was like, "That's dumb," but it works. So.
Yeah. What is it like? Is it like just the top? Is it going to be like a top 32 or is it
top 8?
Top 8?
10.
I thought it was 10.
But top 10, you have to have. It has to be like, for instance, 1, 2. If it's that close of a thing, like there's a lot of 1-loss teams, a lot of 2-loss teams. Which this could be happening.
So the bracket's stopping at 10 teams.
It's 10 teams.
10 teams?
You got these, like, not wild cards.
Don't you need an odd number to work a bracket?
No, you need an even number.
Because the first was
64, 32.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
I think the top 2 teams get a bye.
A bye, yeah.
So
it's like a wild. It's like
1 and 2 once again get the break, but They also see everybody beating up on each other.
But people aren't gonna think it's all crappy that the top only the.
Of course they are.
They will be the top 10 teams.
There's over 200 schools in Division I sports. Period.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do if it's a bunch of for some reason there's more than 10 that are blah X and 1?
What do you mean?
What if there's a bunch of
then
teams?
The top 10. Then the top 10. I mean, you signed up for it. That's the way it's running.
Like I said, there's gonna be.
So you have to play harder teams if you're gonna be X and 1.
Yeah, you can't be
Your strength of schedule. That's where the strength of schedule comes in.
That's why you think these conferences are merging together, bro. They're trying to play the best of the best. They're trying to fucking do each other in.
Yep.
Okay, so let's move on to the NFL. What do you guys think about in the beginning? We'll go. What do you guys think about the draft? Who got drafted?
I like my Dolphins draft. I know it's a little weird, a little out there. But I like the draft. No Sean Moreno, I don't think is going to work out. I like the pickup in the first, but I didn't know he was injured that badly. He's still out. He had an orthoscopic knee last week. So the run game for Miami is probably not going to be as strong as we want it to be. That offensive line is going to be much improved. I mean, you can't say anything against Brandon Albert coming down to Miami.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, man. There's a reason why the Chiefs let him go, man.
He was still a Pro Bowl. He was still a Pro Bowler, though.
Of course, but he was
doesn't matter.
Lazy on plays, dog.
If the only thing that talks to him is money, and you're going to give me 90%, and you take one play off, and if someone gets hurt, I chew your ass. But I mean, I'll take that. We didn't have Incognito and the guy that you have in San Fran now. What's his name again?
Martin.
Yeah, that one.
How do you forget about him?
Come on, Jonathan Martin and Incognito. That was our line last year. I mean,
that was the line you had before all this mess. They did pretty good.
They were still... No, they weren't.
They did okay. Bush was doing good with that lineup.
Jonathan Martin wasn't in there with Bush.
But he's like the third or fourth year. You had him 2 years before.
He wasn't good.
I'm not
He's
saying
still not good.
He's going to be a backup in San Fran. He's not going to be a starter.
What you're saying, Reggie Bush is, to me... Reggie Bush is a top 10 running back every year to me.
Now...
I mean... Well, even in
ever since he came to Miami, no, he was in because of special plays they did, like the little blink flicker.
I mean, he didn't have
in Miami.
yards,
he
but
came
he was still pretty good.
In Miami. He ran his first 1,000-yard season.
I understand that, but I mean that offensive. It doesn't matter how much you can rush.
Touchdowns.
Yeah, but they also started. Started the season off 0-7, and the first game they won was when they came to Kansas City. I was at that game. First game they won 30-3 versus Kansas City. They were 0-7 going into the season. His last season. How do you explain that?
Bro, you didn't have receivers either, so I mean you got them after you left.
But they also didn't have a quarterback too. I think Ryan Tannehill might take a step forward with a better line.
I think you guys did a good. Okay, I think you guys picked up a lot of people.
I like how we slightly strayed from the draft.
No,
we
it's
picked
not that.
one person.
No,
we went. I mean, the draft picks. The draft pick. 90% of it was offensive line.
He's a good quarterback.
They went offensive line.
They didn't even pick quarterbacks in the first round, really?
No, they went offensive line. They got 2 offensive linemen. One of them played at Tennessee, with the
Dan Marino's gay.
What's his name? Dallas Thomas. Played with Tennessee, the guy that we picked in the first round. I think he's going to pick it up quickly just with him being there. That's just me.
Man, I don't have worries.
That's just me.
I just have injury worries. San Fran,
Cleveland with Manziel. What do you think about that?
I want him.
I want him.
I think he'll be good.
I like it. I think he'll be good. I don't know if he'll do good in Cleveland.
I like the little
running around. I do too, but Cleveland's not set up for that.
He's a scrambler.
You want to know where I think he's going next?
He has will.
Do you want to know where I think he's going next? You're gonna hate me. Philly. Philly. I think he goes to Philly.
If he goes to Philly, he ain't watching football no more.
But think about it.
Chip Kelly is really fucking.
Well, the offense itself.
He's gonna have a weird.
The offense itself is terrible, but he's the next coming of Michael Vick without the dog slay. Think about it. Do you think he's better than Michael Vick?
I think
he's better than
a lot of people better than Michael Vick.
I'm not saying speed wise, but when he plays, there's no.
He's got the.
There's Tim
Tebow win factor.
No, he has this.
Boom.
Tim
Tebow.
No, he
had to bring him in.
Yeah. He has when I see him play. I don't care if the team's better than him or not. It's more of.
He's got the Tim Tebow win factor.
I'm gonna beat you.
Exactly.
You were gonna say weave.
He's got the Tim Tebow win factor.
I want him. The Browns to do good with him.
I don't know if he'll do good in Cleveland.
I think he would.
I mean.
Well, Gibson could be suspended for a year. Doesn't help, but
we'll see. I thought
fucking weed.
He got suspended for weed.
Anyways,
I
think Cleveland got a steal there at 22. I think they
traded a lot of things to get him. Yeah, but the thing about
everyone was worried about Dallas. Everyone was mad worried about Dallas.
They should be. And I'm sorry. Dallas has.
If Dallas was smart, they would have taken him.
They should have.
I would have released fucking Romo. Said bye.
$100 million.
What have you done for me lately?
I love him. Don't look at me.
You don't.
I love
you.
Okay.
Listen,
in the first season, the first part of the season, you do. After that, you're like.
After that, let's switch out quarterbacks.
After that, you want to mail him gloves, dripped and stick them. That way, you can hold on to a ball while they kick a field goal.
Okay. To this day, I'm starting to realize, and I've told you guys this a little bit. Maybe you don't remember. Is I think we should start getting rid of Tim Tebow. I've loved him before. He is a top, as far as I've been watching him, and I've actually started paying attention to football, he is a top 5 quarterback. He throws the yards. He gets his touchdowns. His interceptions are up there, too, with his touchdowns.
It's like he's throwing fucking...
He got lucky a lot.
Well, yeah, but don't try to tie it now.
In college, it's a different sport.
Yes.
When you're in college, you can throw for 500 fucking yards and run for 500 yards. That's the way he was doing. Yeah. That motherfucker was skipping down the sidelines. Fucking throwing shit, you're like, come on.
He was writing his acceptance speech while he was running.
I mean, I've heard people tell me that they were going to school with this guy and they were throwing panties at this nigga, and he was like, oh no, God, this.
You're talking about Tebow.
Tebow, yeah.
We're talking about Tony Romo.
Yeah, well, you went from
I haven't changed it.
You went from Romo to Tebow.
I haven't talked about Tebow. I was still talking about Romo.
No, you weren't. You were talking about Tebow.
You were.
Okay.
Wind this shit.
Okay. Sorry.
You said you wanted to get Tim Tebow to football. He is. He's in the SEC network. He's doing TV. He's in college. Go ahead.
I was saying I wanted Dallas to get rid of Tony.
Dallas will win 9 games and lose 7, and then in the
last
game of the season, in the last game of the season, Tony will choke.
Tony always does.
Tony will choke.
You're playing the 49ers first game of the season. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
No, but what I was saying is I think we should get rid of. I didn't mean to talk about Tebow yet, but Tony Romo. I loved him before.
I loved him before. Why did you sign him $100 million?
I don't know why they did.
I almost choked when I was watching sports. I was like,
I don't know why they re-signed him.
You could pay me $100 million and I could throw the ball as good as Tony Romo. Not better because I know way in hell I'm going to throw it better. But I can throw it as good as Tony Romo.
He can throw
I will spend the night at Dallas Stadium and learn the playbook as much as I can.
Yep.
We're going to screen pass it every play.
Yes.
But like we had a discussion.
Don't throw it to the Green Bay Packers.
Okay,
you hear me, Tony? Yeah. No Packers.
Dude, the last 3 seasons, he
won,
bro.
26 points.
He's a meltdowner, man.
Yeah, he doesn't do good under pressure. He does. It never
lights
has.
Get on him, cameras.
It's like the Chiefs in the playoffs at Indianapolis. Everyone at work was like, I'm like, oh, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose. You played Indianapolis. You played Indianapolis 2 weeks ago, and you got murked at home. You think you're gonna go into their house and beat them in the playoffs?
No, not happening.
I left work at halftime. Oh, don't talk shit now. You're up by 35 points. Came in the next day. I was like, what were you saying? Oh, I don't want to talk to you. You guys let a 30-point lead.
By 30-point lead disappear?
30 points.
30 How do you let 30 points disappear?
I'm not worried about
30
last
points
year.
and a half.
I'm worried about this year. I'm worried about my team getting injured.
He's a beast.
Andrew Luck.
I'm worried about my team getting injured. I'm worried about players not fulfilling their contract.
Hey, don't be crying because the Perty family be running La Familia. Boom, son.
I'm talking. That's fantasy league.
It's gonna be Perty dynasty,
I'm talking about
son.
my team in the 49ers.
One more year and we have a dynasty.
Well, you gotta win this year. I had 6 injuries reserved. I could not believe it. I said, God dang.
I won with auto picks.
I went to the playoffs with a redone roster for free agency.
You know what's awesome though is that it was an all per team championship game.
Yeah,
that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
that was pretty sick. You gotta admit that doesn't happen often, where it's especially with a brother that doesn't really know a lot.
The first one was you and Cynthia, right?
6 players.
Yeah.
It was you and Cynthia, the first one, right?
Me and Cynthia, and I thought I was gonna get murked because she was dropping like 150 points a week. I went on a 10-game win streak to take the championship. I was like 1-3 to start the season. I was like, hey, Seuss, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. 10 games straight. I was straight. I mean, 200 points a week in fantasy. I got into against Cynthia. I'm like, I'm gonna lose. I have to. There's no way I can do this. I can't pull off the ultimate upset. No, they got crushed.
They got crushed.
I beat him by 50 points. And Cynthia by 50 points.
No, bitch. You lost. I lost by you by fucking 5 points.
No, in the playoffs. In the playoffs, I murked you by 50.
Yeah, in
the first year. The first year, I blew everybody out by 50.
Playoffs,
in the playoffs,
yeah.
In the season, I hate playing against you because it's like the last year, it was like a 0.2 point difference.
I literally remade my whole offense.
I was so mad
from free agency.
So mad. I was like, I just need 10 more yards.
And if I would have put Gore, and I'm sorry for this, Gore, but if I would have put Gore in,
he'd have blown me out.
It would have been Gore against Patriots at Patriots. I didn't know fucking 49ers was gonna kill him like that. Yeah. My god.
Okay, then our second season, you invited 2 more of your friends in who were apparently talking shit. But except for one of them, he went undefeated.
If they listen to this, I feel bad now, but I mean, they were kind of douchey.
No, John, yeah, they were, because I knew them we were joking around. They were talking shit.
It was nice, though.
But it was fun.
It was nice to come out on top of it.
Yeah, but like, boom. Okay, and I missed the draft because
I do like the divisions, though. I like that. We should keep that this year. The division.
I think we should. Yeah, that was nice.
Change the defense a little.
We need to change everything. He's like, call me the day after the draft. Can you change it? Because I don't know how. I'm like, motherfucker, you can't.
I was at work.
We had 15 people every week.
We had 3 defenses.
You have to drop 3 people to make a starting lineup. There was a week where I just went without a kicker and a defense because I didn't want to fuck with it because that means I would have had to lose like Drew Brees or something like that. No, I'll just take the -9 points.
I'm telling you, man.
Terrible.
And then
I had 6 fucking injured reserve. That just killed me.
Yeah, that was insane. That was absolutely
it's
incredible.
like every guy I picked, I'm like, really?
You're injured. Oh, my toe hurts.
And then a guy, I was picking up, dropping off. I think I picked up Nick Foles before he fucking blew up. I picked him up before he blew up for 7 touchdowns, which he sucked for me. And I drop him. Someone picked him up. I was like, son of a bitch! So it was a bad season. I stopped after that, but I gotta admit.
Who do we think makes it to the Super Bowl
this next year?
49ers is my vote.
Denver.
I don't care what you
I gotta say
Denver.
Denver.
No way.
They're getting rid of Payton, right?
No, dude, they've restocked on defense. There's no team.
Their defenses,
there's no
secondary
team,
got better.
There's no team that's gonna be able to score as many points.
You got Revis and you got fucking this guy.
I know it sounds bad coming from the fact that they only scored 8 points in the Super Bowl. Suck. But
I don't know what the hell is going on.
Andre Ware is not gonna do that. He's not gonna bring that. He's old.
We'll see.
There's a reason why Dallas let him go.
I think they make it. If they don't make it,
I'm just speaking the truth.
I don't know who makes it other than
AFC
Denver.
is up for grabs.
I mean,
Denver's not my team. I think they're done.
Who do you have then?
Not Denver. I think Patriots are going to be there. Patriots 49ers.
I don't think they can either.
This is it.
He's old.
This is it.
Gotten old.
Listen,
we will know. I'm
going to tell you this right now. We will know in preseason 3. Game 3 when they're playing a little bit more. I'm telling you, dude.
I give it week 1. I know this sounds terrible.
I think with his receivers he has now, and they're on the timing thing. They got this guy Crunk is going to be gone for a little bit, but it's not as long as the.
I think we'll know week 1 where Tom Brady's at because they struggled a lot against Miami defense. Their rushing defense poured through that line last year. That was the only defensive line they really had problems. We'll know week 1 where Tom Brady's sitting at.
Wilfork's coming back on that defense too. The linebacker's coming back.
If Tom Brady can stay on his feet, they'll have a good year.
They got a good running back. Blunt, he's been fucking blowing up.
We'll see. Injuries. Gotta hope injuries don't hurt.
Pray to God.
Yeah, like you're 6 in a row.
What about the NFC?
NFC 49ers and Seahawks. I think they're just a team. They're just the top two teams. I mean,
I think I have to go with you on your 49ers. I feel bad, but I really do. I don't think the Seahawks are going to be able to retool after losing.
They lost a lot of people.
After
plus
losing so much.
I mean, they lost 2 people to Jaguars of all teams.
The Legion of Boom is still there, but it's not going to matter.
Patriots got one of them over there.
It's not going to matter if you can't put points up because you lost offensive linemen.
They got one of them.
About that?
I mean, and then Lynch, he pretty much ain't showing up for
Marshawn Lynch
practice.
got his ring.
Like,
Marshawn Lynch got his ring. He's like, all right, fellas, I'm going to go have my Skittles.
I got to deal with Skittles. I'm dying.
Yeah.
I'm dying. I don't want to ride.
Yeah, he's not.
And that's good because we're hungry. Our receiving core is stupid.
You better knock on wood to keep them healthy.
It's like a fucking dream come true. I remember this in 95. I have the same feeling that year that I had this year, and it's the same feeling. I've been thinking about it. It's like it is. I mean, Kaepernick can only fuck us. I think he learned from that interception because you had 54 seconds in the fucking first and goal. 54 seconds. That's like a fucking hour. That's like an hour.
You have no idea how many times I've heard this from him in the last
like
6 months.
When he threw that shit, I was like,
why did you just run?
I don't know. Davis was like this. He was open. He was just looking at Crabtree. I was like, we would have won. David. I mean, it was could have been fucking too much time on the clock, but still. Comes down to the point was,
and then the
all
legend
you had to
of
do,
Richard Sherman was made.
All you had to do was give the ball to Gore up the motherfucking middle 4 motherfucking times.
Yeah, that's true.
Game over.
Yeah.
Clock winding down. They're gonna call timeout before we do because they want the ball back.
That's true.
Shit, and they cost us the fucking Super Bowl because we sacked them and that was a fumble. We lost our fucking linebacker because of that play. No penalty. Now they got that rule in. Oh, that's nice, guys. You fucking little bitch.
What?
After that, after every good team to go lose by a penalty, they win the Super Bowl the next year. Patriots, 49ers. I'm telling you, that rule that haunt Raiders fans forever.
The tuck rule?
The tuck rule. He fumbled.
The what?
That's the Brady tuck
He
rule.
fumbled.
The Brady tuck rule.
I call it. I mean, it really is. Think about it. When did they come out with that rule? After Tom Brady and the Raiders played in the snow. The Tom Brady tuck rule.
They went to the Super Bowl.
I call it the Tom Brady tuck rule.
They won their last Super Bowl after that. Think about it. Every good team that loses to a fucking bad play wins the Super Bowl. Come on, 49ers. And I get it. We were in Seattle. I get it, but we won. We won. We would have ran that clock out. They would have never scored that touchdown that fucking took the lead. We would have fucking. We would have had a fucking. They would have had to go for a touchdown +2.
Do you think Deshaun Jackson makes a big impact in Washington this year?
I think so. I think.
Do you think?
I think John Gruden. I like
games?
I like Gruden. I don't think 10. That's a tough division. You're going against Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. No matter how bad the Giants are, no matter how
everybody's
bad,
going to play you.
Everybody's beating up each other. That's a black and blue division. That's old school. We're gonna kill you at home, at your home, whatever. Yeah. Even Dallas can suck. But it's just the point. I think Rivers. I like what that new coach did over there. I think the Chargers are looking good. People ain't talking about them. And I do think, I hate to say it, in the AFC, but I do think we haven't seen the last of fucking Steelers, man. They were on fire.
I had that feeling.
They were on fire last season.
I agree with you.
They did not make the playoffs. They missed it by like a game or two.
They had a lot of injuries last year because they started like 0-6, 0-7, and they made a run at the playoffs. I mean, they were there at the end.
Yeah, so
I think we've got 1 or 2 more years of Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh.
I think if you don't just do something now, if he doesn't go playoff this year, he's done. But I think they're going to playoffs. I think that no one's talking about them, and that's scary. Baltimore ain't Baltimore.
No, Baltimore.
You got Terrell Suggs.
I think the Jets do with Chris Johnson now.
I think he's done. There's some, after you have a
knee
injury,
that'd be nice.
After you have a knee injury the way you did, there's a reason why teams don't keep you.
Yeah. Look at Ronnie Brown. He was a baller in Miami, and then he got his knee done, and he's playing third string, third down.
I feel the same way with Adrian Peterson. He's one run away from getting. We're never going to see another good running back.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. We really don't.
Running back's a dying breed.
Frank Gore's done. If we don't win it this year, he's done. He's at his 10th year. This is it.
Yeah,
we need to win it for him.
Running backs don't last.
I love the guy, and I told Chris I'm gonna shed a tear because he's the 49er all-time rushing fucking running back, and he came from the fucking U. Dream come true, dog.
Yep.
I was like, that's awesome. I watched you play in college.
That's like Lamar Miller in Miami. If he can show us something this year, I think he'll be all right. He's been taking first team reps all season, all off season. He's been taking first round reps. Like I said,
it's going to be an interesting year. There's a lot of good teams.
There's a lot of teams out there.
I hate to say this. I think Chip Kelly. When you talk about orchestra,
what about Atlanta? You think they can stay healthy? They got a team to beat in Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying. Chip Kelly. I think he's brought this way of a different offense. Like he's bringing the college game to the NFL, and I hate to say it, it's actually working. I'm not like Nick Saban and everybody else.
Nick Saban was terrible. I hated that motherfucker.
He goes shorty.
Terrible.
Well, thanks for coming by and listening to us rant about stupid shit and football and sports. My name is Josh. I hope to see you next time.
Jesus.
Chris.
And join the family.
La Familia.
Peace. La Familia.